What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be matchmaking every division. Sorry for no video yesterday. I don't really have an excuse. I just didn't do a video yesterday, but I'm doing it today. I'm doing two videos today because I have my UFC Abu Dhabi recap. But let's just start out with the flyweight division. The next title fight is obviously Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Yeah, there's no really explanation, right? Joshua Van beat Brandon Royval, and then Pantoja beat Kai Kara-France. Royval is the number one contender in the rankings and in real life because he beat Royval, who was the number one contender. And if Royval beat, it was basically a title eliminator, so yeah. I'm pretty sure this is confirmed for UFC Nache Fight Night as like a co-main event. Brandon Royval versus Brandon Moreno 3. This flyweight division is so shallow, man. Like, really? Royval versus Moreno 3? It is 1-1, fair enough, but we about to turn this shit into like a quadrilogy. If this ends in a draw, about to turn this shit into a quadrilogy, right? I think Moreno should move up after this fight because, bro, he's faced Figgy, he's faced Pantoja, he's faced Royval, Albazi, Kai Kara-France. Like, he's faced all the top guys, and he's never going to leave the top 5. And you can't just keep fighting Royval and keep fighting France and all these other people. You have to fight some different people. Move up to flyweight and face like a freaking, like a Rob Font, right? Like a few, like maybe like a Song Yadong, right? I mean, he's like a small flyweight, but like, I mean, yeah. Albazi versus Tyro, this is confirmed for next week's main event in the Apex. Marina versus Tyro would be cool, but again, after that fight, there's no other people, right? France versus Manel Cap. This is obviously next. I mean, they have a rivalry brewing. I mean, they should have made this a long time ago. Like, bro, after the Steve Ercik fight, they should have made this. I don't even think Kai Kara-France could have got the title shot after 305. I mean, he probably should, and he did, right? He did. He got the title shot, but there was plenty of time to make Cap versus France a fight night main event. Right, Alex Perez versus Steve Ercik. Steve Ercik's booked again. This was booked, and then Alex Perez pulled out, and Steve Ercik's facing somebody. Win or lose, I think he should still face Alex Perez. That was a good matchup for Steve Ercik, and yeah, this is confirmed for UFC 319. I don't know how to say the other Jack guy's name, but Bruno Silva versus this guy. This guy's probably going to win because he looks like the next flyweight contender, and Bruno Silva's overrated. I say this all the time. I match these two up all the time. Like, since the start of my channel, I match these two up because I don't know how to say their names. So it's like, don't know how to say their name versus don't know how to say their name, right? This is actually a good matchup, though. Either way. All right, moving on to the bantamweight division. This was confirmed for UFC 320 co-main event. Merab versus Corey Sandhagen. I think Sean O'Malley should face Davidson Figueiredo at like the start or the end of 2025 or the start of 2026, like March. Maybe the co-main event of like a Vegas March pay-per-view. Or you could put this in Brazil. You could put Sean versus Figgy on a Brazil card in like February if they do a Brazil card next year. There's so many options for this. Figgy versus Sean is a great matchup. I think Figgy actually beats Sean O'Malley. I always overrate Figgy, so I don't know. This is actually happening today. If you see this video, this is before UFC Abu Dhabi. I have to clarify. This is before UFC Abu Dhabi. So after PDO beats Marcus McGee's ass, you can match him up against anybody. I don't really know. Okay, well, I just saw Umar versus Mario Batista is confirmed, but what should have been the matchup was Umar versus Tong Yadong. And also, Full Violence always says, oh, Mario versus Umar is confirmed. Mario versus Umar, man. They don't even have a date, a time, a place. Like, they don't have anything. So, like, I doubt that Mario Batista is fighting Umar next. It should be Song Yadong. And then Mario Batista should face Chito Vera rebooked. Right? You beat Patchy Mix. Congratulations, you're still getting Mario Batista. Like, bro, beating Apache no head movement Mix, like, doesn't mean you can face Umar next, right? Henry Cejudo, let's be honest, he's kind of washed. Give him Abel Zahami, 37-year-old prospect, can definitely beat Henry Cejudo. I would love to see Kamal Usman in Henry Cejudo's corner because then we could like Team Cejudo, team. I'm not saying put this as an Ultimate Fighter because I know they will do that. They will put Cejudo versus Zahabi as an Ultimate Fighter. I mean, have you seen the last Ultimate? They put Grasso versus Shevchenko. They put Volk versus Ortega as Ultimate Fighters. They will definitely put Henry Cejudo versus Abel Zahami as an Ultimate Fighter. But I was saying, like, Kamal Usman on Henry Cejudo's team and then GSP on Zahabi's team. That'd be pretty cool, right? Who has the better coaching? Knowing Abel, like, Henry Cejudo is so good that Abel Zahami will beat him. Like, it's kind of like the same thing with Michael Johnson. Like, Zell Huber's too good that Michael Johnson will beat him, right? Type shit. And then this is confirmed. I actually like this matchup. People are like, oh, this better not going to be confirmed. I like this matchup between Violos Jr. and Rob Font. Violos Jr. is going to fraud check. No. Font is going to fraud check Violos Jr. Kill the prospect. Again, this is actually after UFC 318. Vinicius should face, I don't know, Manil Jackson, how you say it? He just faced Daniel Marcos. So I think that'd be a fun matchup as like a co-main event in a crowded arena. This is a main card fight to a pay-per-view. And then Payne Talbot versus Kyler Phillips. That's a good matchup. Moving on to the featherweight division. Evloev pulled out of his fight against Aaron Pico. Just give him Volk. I'm surprised that they didn't announce any Volk news. Right? It's been 6 months, which is usually like Volk's standard 6 months layoff back into the fight game. Or not like a layoff, but like 6 month no fight news. Then there's a fight news. But no, we haven't gotten any fight news of Volk yet. They're probably like confused on like what they should put. It's so easy to just put Evloev in there, let Volk piece up Evloev, and then we're chilling. You know what I'm saying? Lopez versus Silva, man. This is a great fight. I love this fight. But we're getting I know it's not free because ESPN $12 a month, right? Lopez versus Silva is free. Like, you don't even have to pay $80. This is a free fight night main event. And then you also got Font versus Violos Jr. We have Moreno versus, like, that's a great fight night, bro. Right? Royval versus Moreno, Rob Font versus Violos Jr. That's a great fight night. Arnold Allen, I haven't seen this guy fight in a while. I did hear he got a broken hand. I'm pretty sure he's injured. But after he gets out of injury, you can face Yair, little bro. You can face Yair. November pay-per-view? MSG, that wouldn't be a bad opener of the card. Yair versus Arnold Allen. That might be a bit of a stinker because, you know, Arnold Allen Yair isn't as holy shit. Yair isn't as entertaining as people think he is. And I think Arnold Allen isn't that entertaining, but he's never been entertaining, to be honest. This is confirmed for UFC China. What's his Brian Ortega versus Arnold Allen? Aljamain Sterling. All right, let me lock in. Oh, man. I'm actually pumped for this matchup. It's not confirmed, but this should be next. Yusuf Zalal versus Lerone Murphy as a co-main event, or maybe even a main event, knowing the UFC of an Apex Fight Night. This should be the main event of an Apex Fight Night. We will be going all 5 rounds with Lerone Murphy. We will be 49-46ing Lerone Murphy. Yusuf Zalal. Save us, please. Save us. Josh Emmett versus Steve Garcia, man. People forget, man. Josh Emmett knocked out Bryce Mitchell, man. This is goated. This is like a featured fight to like a Jacksonville card. I keep saying Jacksonville. I love Jacksonville, Florida. Right, just like any crowded arena, this should be a featured fight. Garcia versus Emmett. Danny Gay versus Calvin Kattar. These are just both matchups from UFC 318 that I just copy and pasted onto here, right? Patricia Pitbull versus David Onama. I think Paddy Pimblett should be next for the title. I know people are like now counting him out, even though everyone in their fight should be next video. Put Paddy in there. It should be Paddy versus Ilya. This should be like announced 7 weeks before it happens, and they should be going to press conference basically every single week up to the fight for a whole month. First, they should go to England. Then they should go to Spain. I think this fight should be in Spain, but if it's not in Spain, if it's just a regular Vegas card, we should be going to England, then going to Spain, going to Brazil. You can go to China even. I mean, fuck it. Go to Brazil, right? Then you can have your typical Vegas card, right? So I'd probably do like England first, then Brazil, because it's still like 5 weeks. So like week 5 we got England. Week 4 we got Brazil. Week 3 we take a week off, and then week 2 we have Spain, and then week 1, obviously that's gonna be the Vegas typical press conference that we always have. Right? I just booked it, bro. Like this fight could be the greatest. This fight could be the most hyped fight of all time. This could actually break 1 million pay-per-view buys if they go to England, Spain, Brazil. Right? You can even go to China for week 3. You don't even have to skip that week. Just go to like a China, or go to like a. I don't know. Where was okay? So Patty's last fight was in Miami. You could go to Miami for a press conference. I mean, I don't think New Jersey, right? MSG, New York. You can go for a press conference for that, right? Anywhere for week 3, but just make sure you go to Spain and England and Brazil, or Brazil or China. We need to go international. This international fight week next year should be Ilya versus Patty. Actually, not. Ilya can't wait till international fight week, so I don't know. I wanted to, because make international fight week, make international fight week, not just Vegas press conferences. You know, they're going more international for Canelo Crawford than Ilya versus Patty. I just know they're gonna do that, right? Arman versus Gaethje should be next. At this point, Ilya is ducking Arman, but Arman, you keep demanding a title shot, you're gonna keep waiting. Like, sometimes you guys have to just like accept what the bosses say and move on. Like, bro, you want that raise? You keep asking, you're not gonna get it, bud. Face Gaethje, schooled Gaethje, and then you can get your title shot after the winner of Patty Ilya. Because then they just can't deny it. Because all Dana White said is, we're not giving you the title shot next. And I agree with him. Like, bro, you pulled out on 1 day's notice. You fucked up the whole card. I'm sorry, but we can't trust you. Especially, like, we're going to put you in a main event against Ilya. You got to prove yourself. Beat Gaethje. That's it. And I agree with him declining Matej Gamrot. They train at the same gym, and they've already faced each other. And then he declined Gaethje, which doesn't make sense. Like, why would you decline Gaethje? Or maybe, I remember. It was Gaethje on UFC 313, but it was a catchweight bout at 165, and UFC denied. UFC, what the UFC, man. Arman versus Gaethje would have been banger, but yeah. Max versus Charles. Charles just got knocked out by Ilya. Max just beat Dustin Poirier. And this would be a great main event, or a co-main event of the December pay-per-view. I think the main event should probably be Joshua Van versus Pantoja. That's like the first flyweight main event I agree with for main eventing a pay-per-view. Like, I think Pantoja should start main eventing pay-per-views at this point. Or, smart idea, big brain, Pantoja versus Van as a fight night main event in Brazil, right? That would be smart, bro. I'm telling you. Put championships back on fight nights. Remember when that double champ fight? Or like a moving up fight, like Dillashaw versus Cejudo? That was on a fight night, bro. Dillashaw versus Cejudo was on a fight night. Like, that's crazy. Bro, oh, man. Man, that is crazy. Michael Chandler versus Rafael Fiziev. This is Chandler's last chance before he goes to fight Michael Johnson, or like a Bobby Green, because, bro, I'm giving him one last ranked opponent, or else you're going to the unranked scene. Like, bro, 2-4, 2-5. I think he's 2-4. That's a really bad record. That was his debut, and then washed up Tony Ferguson. Like, that is really bad, man. I'm gonna give you Rafael Fiziev. You can fight him in fucking April or May. Whenever you really want to fight Rafael Fiziev, you can fight him. Right? Rafael Fiziev will probably fight before that because he's way more active. Maybe Rafael Fiziev can face like a Ludwig Klein on short notice. Ludwig Klein. Gosh, man. I don't want to make this matchup, but Beneil Dariush, you won your last fight. You have to fight Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker versus Charles Oliveira. Dan Hooker wants Charles Oliveira next. I'm not totally mad with that idea, but, like, who's Max going to face, right? Like, what, Max going to face Arman? Right? Like, Gaethje, too? Nah. Like, I don't want Max. I don't want Charles versus Dan. Like, if anything, Max versus Dan makes more sense. But Dan should face Beneil Dariush. And, yeah. I also think Dan Hooker would be Justin Gaethje, but I don't know. Yeah. Mateusz Gamrot versus BSD. BSD, you won your last fight, even though it was against the unranked bum. You can face Gamrot, right? You can get masterclass by Gamrot. Actually, believe it or not, I did not rewatch the card. I rewatched Gamrot versus Ludwig Klein. Bro, Gamrot looks really good in that fight. I didn't watch that fight night because Bro, oh my God. But they still promote it as Blanchfield versus Barber on their website. It's like, bro, the fight didn't happen, gang. Welterweight, Islam versus JDM. That's confirmed next for MSG, basically. This should be on MSG at latest January. But if you don't do it in that time span, then you're losing hype, bro. You're losing hype. Bilal should face Ian Gary. Ian Gary saying he wants a title shot. Love, bro, you're not getting a title shot. You can face the former champ, then maybe you can get a title shot. I mean, Cool can face Shavkat on 20 days notice. You face Carlos Prates in 25 days notice. Right? Number 13 ranked Carlos Prates and Shavkat. You did good, kid, but I mean, 49-46. You had one little moment with the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Jeez, I just stepped on a rock. Shavkat, you're not getting a title shot, kid. Shavkat, you're not getting a title shot. You face Sean Brady, or you're going to the back of the line and you can face like a fucking Jeff Neal again. Intermediate fights. What? Sean Brady's not an intermediate fight. Sean Brady deserves it more than you. I can name probably 4 to 5 people that deserve it more than you. Also, the winner of this fight gets Kamaru Usman. Man. Kamaru Usman's chasing legacy. He just beat Buckley in a 49-46. Best performance. Greatest win of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, he's getting the title shot next, kid. He's getting the title shot next. You're not facing Bilal. You're getting the title shot next. Islam versus JDM should be the next fight. JDM beats Islam. No, I think Islam beats JDM, actually. Because Kamaru Usman actually loses to JDM. And I think Kamaru probably beats Islam. The weight cut's not going good for Islam. But anyways, back on track. Leon versus Michael Morales. That's going to be made for UFC 320 or at like earliest UFC 319 because 319 doesn't have a co-main event. This is a perfect co-main event for like a pay-per-view. Oh, not, yeah, for UFC 319. Because, bro, what Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page for a co-main event. That's hilarious. Put this on the Apex Fight Night main event. Gilbert Burns versus Buckley. Or put this in a crowd arena and make it Gilbert Burns' retirement. Gang, you've lost all your 4, right? He's on a 4-fight losing streak. Hang it up, bro. Fight Buckley, get knocked down in the first round, and hang it up. That's it. This is confirmed for UFC 319. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson for the first time in like 12 years? Out of the rankings? Yeah, we need to get him back in the rankings. Give him D-Rod because D-Rod's in the rankings because Kevin Holland sold. Yeah. And then Colby versus Kevin Holland. Or Themba Gorimbo versus Colby. I talked about that in one of my other videos. Colby versus Themba. That's a good fight. Kid. People forget, man. Themba Gorimbo, man. Try and name one of his good wins, but he doesn't have any. Zizu versus Hamza Chimaev is actually the next pay-per-view main event. This is the next Fight Night main event. Not the next, but this is a Fight Night main event. This is today. This is a Fight Night main event in 2 weeks. And this is the only fight that has not been confirmed. Israel Adesanya versus Brendan Allen. Strickland is actually suspended by the Athletic Commission until May for punching a fan. I don't know. I heard that he was suspended till May or June. So you're going to be out for the whole year. You're going to be inactive. And I know Adesanya wants you. And Strickland denied Adesanya. So Adesanya, give it up, gang. Give it up, gang. Face Brendan Allen. But why can't I see... No. I'm probably still going to pick Adesanya, but bro, the way Adesanya been looking, he's taking that Tony Ferguson type path, right? I mean, he got beaten all sport, submission, KO, and a decision, bro. Like, you got beaten all aspects of MMA. All you need is a draw and a no contest, and you're done, buddy. But yeah, he's like, and he's training with David Goggins. Yikes, brother. Marv versus Roman Kopylov. They both lost their last fight on the same pay-per-view. Kopylov probably didn't deserve a ranked opponent, but who gives a shit, bro? It's 2025. This is probably going to be made in 2026. Who cares, right? This is confirmed for UFC 320. This is also confirmed for UFC 320. This is confirmed for UFC 321. People are hyping up this fight a lot. I don't really see that much hype in this. This is today. This is a China Fight Night main event. And we're on to the heavyweight division. This is a UFC 320 main event. Confirmed. This is on UFC 321. Confirmed. This is on the UFC China card. This is not confirmed yet. Curtis Blades versus Sergey Spivak. Sergey Spivak. People said he got robbed in his last fight. Okay, he got robbed. You can face Curtis Blades, who I think beat Roman, versus Vankuniev, but people said that was a robbery too. So, two robberies, or one robbery, put them together. Curtis Blades can get an easy win. Marcin Tybura versus Derek Lewis. I can't wait for Marcin Tybura and another Apex Fight Night main event against Derek Lewis. So, Martin Tybura can just submit Derek Lewis in the first round. Yo, defend your ranking, get out of the ranking, motherfucker. Yeah, kind of like a Tony Ferguson type. Defend your belt or vacate, motherfucker. Right, defend your ranking or get out of the rankings. How is this guy still top 10? He's on a 5-fight losing streak. He hasn't fought since last August. Bro, he hasn't fought since last year. Give him Shamil Gaziev and Qatar, or get out of the rankings. Cut him, UFC. He's never going to do another shoey. He's not going to sell you pay-per-view buys. He's not entertaining anymore. I mean, that last fight against Josina Vucinic, the only reason that wasn't a 10 out of 10 card is because of Tatu Ivasa not doing much because he's washed. Right? Like, the fact that they even gave Tatu Ivasa a split decision. I'm pretty sure it was either a split decision or like a scorecard scored it for Tatu Ivasa is just crazy, man. Like, holy glaze, bro. I know it's his country, but he didn't win that fight. And that's it. That is my video for today. Right? I'll be making my UFC Abu Dhabi recap. Probably around 7 p.m. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. And I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.